The Gina and Maddie podcast.
Let's find out what is going on across the coast this weekend.
What you doing this weekend? Where you gonna go? How you gonna do it? Oh, don't you know? Find out what's in store and what's on show.
On a Central Coast weekend.
Come on, let's go.
Gina, still no emails from Channel 7 telling us to stop using that intro?
Oh, yeah, and also no
lawyers?
comment from my friend Felicity Urquhart, who's actually singing that, and you've kind of, I don't want to say ruined the end of it, but...
Hi, Flick. Hi, Flick, if you're listening. All right, let's find out what is going on across the Central Coast this weekend, and there's only one person we turn to, the princess from Patonga, the terror in Terrigal, the knob in What a Nobby. It is producer Loz.
Oh, God, every time. So the big one, of course, Harvest Festival. Oh, shut up. I hate that I said that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Harvest Festival is happening all across the Central Coast this week and up in the hinterland. So there's over 30 event hubs. You can get a glimpse behind the farm gate. So there's 9 rural farming communities. So much involved. There's fruit picking, flower picking, dancing, music, tours, workshops. It goes.
Such a great thing to take your kids to.
It's amazing. It's so fun. There are so many great things. The best thing that you can do is head to the Love Central Coast website and download the program because there is so much on. If I started listing it, we'd be here till 10.
Yeah.
Literally. It was so hard to find something happening this weekend that is not in the Harvest Festival.
Yeah.
But
That's so good.
it's so good. It's
And
so
the weather's
beautiful.
clearing up too. Like, it's dicey at the moment, but like tomorrow, a shower or two, and then it's meant to be clear Sunday as well.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Just wear your gumboots.
Yeah, wear your gumboots.
Yeah.
Chuck on a coat, see where you can get to. Like if you head up to go to the East Coast Juice, you go up to the farmlands up there. It's so nice and it's so picturesque,
Yeah.
if you will.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I wasn't
also,
talking about you. I was just talking about the,
sorry. Okay, next. On Saturday, there's a new brewery opening in Gosford. Yeah. It's called Big Little Brewing. It's opposite Gosford Showgrounds. So it's opening this weekend. It's family friendly. They're going to have face painting and fun stuff, music, all that kind of
wow.
gear. Opening all weekend from 12 p.m. And they're also going to have pizza from Sorrento Pizzeria. So there'll be beers and brews and pizza.
So what day?
Jeez, I'll
all
tell you
weekend.
what.
Yeah, open all weekend.
Great.
Yeah.
Kicking some goals up here with the breweries on the coast.
I know.
Bay Road, Six String, Hawkesbury. And what's this one going to be called? Big Little...
Big Little Brewing.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I have to get around that.
It's all happening. And then last one, just to chuck it in, on Monday there is going to be the Waterfront Flea Market. So it's at Drifters Wharf. It's going to be run by Betty's Flea Market. 9 till 2. You can head along there, cruise around, grab a coffee.
Oh, I love a flea market.
Me too. So there'll be some good vintage finds, some retro little furniture, like all the fun stuff.
Oh, great.
Yes, definitely. So
Beautiful.
lots going on the Central Coast across the weekend.
Gina and Maddie.
I want to give you some free marriage counselling.
Okay.
Oh, I love this song. So, you know, my husband Rod has been away touring with the Whitlams.
Yes.
And the Whitlams Black Stump Band, they're incredible. But he's been away for probably 7 weekends in a row, and he's often gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, comes home Monday. And I don't love that. As you can tell, I'm a Klingon. I do like people. I like being around people. I'm not one of those ones go, oh, thank goodness I can have some of my own space. I like him when he's home. So it kind of disconnected us a little bit. He doesn't feel it, but I felt it. So, I saw this thing on Instagram, and it's how to reconnect with your partner. So I made him do it.
Forced him to do it. We are going to reconnect whether you like it or not, Rod.
Sit down. He goes,
Sit
all
down.
right.
We're connecting.
All right. He's so easy. He goes, all right, darling, come on. So sit down, and I say, we're going to hold hands. You've got to hold hands. So I'm going to ask you these questions, and I did this yesterday with my beautiful mum and dad, who, they're in the golden era of their life. They've been married for 112 years, almost coming up. They were so cute. Their answers. So I think you're going to like it, Maddie. So
Okay, I'm slightly nervous as well, but yeah,
is,
okay.
is Bella listening? Is your wife listening?
She is probably elbow deep in 3 lunchboxes, but I do know the radio is on at the moment.
All right, so be careful.
Yeah.
Okay, question 1. What made you fall in love with Bella?
Oh, goodness. What? I don't know. As soon as I spent a minute with her, I kind of knew that she was the one. I don't know. It was almost instant. I don't believe in love at first sight, but geez, it was bloody close. It was bloody close.
Oh, my mum and dad were love it for absolute love. Dad said, I looked across the dance floor, and the moment I saw your mother, I knew that was the woman I would marry, and he said it to his best friend. I'm like, Mum and
so
Dad.
Nice. We worked together for 6 months before we started dating, Bella and I, and I always just thought she was going to be out of my league. That was where I was at. So I was like, there's no point in even trying. This chick's amazing, but there's no point in trying. But she had to make the first move, so that's where I was at.
Oh, I made the first move on Rod as well. At what moment did you know you wanted to build a whole life with her? Was there a moment?
It was. I do kind of remember that. I was like, we were staying at the Vibe Hotel in North Sydney, and I remember I think it was like, we'd been together maybe 4 weeks, and that's when I told her I loved her. And I was just like, this is it for me. I'm done here. I can pull stumps and pack up the kit and go home, because this is kind of it for me.
Don't you love when you just know? What's your favourite date you've ever had? Like, if you could name one date.
Favourite date? I think it might have been early on. It was nothing too special. We just went to the Hunter Valley and went wine tasting, and that was fun. And another one was we went to Mudgee with a group of friends, and it was probably our first time we'd let everyone know that we were dating. And we went from cellar door to cellar door via a horse and carriage. Like, there was Billy the Bushman used to have his big Clydesdale, and the way to get from each cellar door was on the back of the carriage. So we're in this carriage, and the big Clydesdale was taking us around from cellar door to cellar door.
Very romantic.
Yeah.
When I asked Mum and Dad this, they could tell me what each other was wearing, what the car Dad drove. They went to Brisbane and went to this really posh restaurant where there was, dancing as well, and they could tell me the complete specifics. I don't know if I can remember. For me, the best dates ever were probably pre-child.
Yeah.
When you could stay out as late as you want and you weren't thinking, I've got to get home to a kid. Favourite memory? Do you have like one favourite memory you can think of?
Probably my wedding day. I think just turning around and seeing her walking down the aisle with her old man. I think the whole day was pretty special. But that's probably my favourite memory.
Rod came up with a quickie. He said the birth of our child, and Mum and Dad couldn't decide last night when I was talking to them, and I said, the birth of your children. They went, oh yeah, that as well. But for me, I think for Rod and I, it was we got to stand on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry together and sing in Nashville. That's one of my favourite memories of us. Is there something you missed that you used to do?
Oh, go out for breakfast. We used to go out for breakfast all the time. We used to do big breakfasts, Saturday, Sundays, go out. That's something we always talk about now. It's like, oh, God, just remember when we used to get up at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, put the glasses on, and dusty as all hell, and just roll up to a cafe and have a big breakfast. That obviously doesn't happen anymore. I just eat leftover crusts on a plate. But that's kind of, I do. That's what I do miss about those days.
Yeah. And final question for you is, what ways do you think you have positively changed compared to when you started dating Bella?
Oh, I'm a completely better person.
Oh, because of her?
100%. I wouldn't have liked me without her. So that's 100% where I'm at. She's made me a better person just from knowing me.
Do you know what Rod's answer was to that? What? I'm not such a diva anymore.
Maybe that's mine as well.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.